Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you're notified when I post more videos. So recently I dropped a couple of videos about 11 tips that have helped me in 11 years of being married, and I actually had a lot of compliments on these videos, on the videos I did, because I did videos on that, your love language and types of love. And a friend of mine actually called me to congratulate me for celebrating like 11 years of being married. And in our conversation, she was telling me, because in the video I mentioned how the first few years of almost every marriage, or almost everyone's marriage, always have one each or the other, because you're trying to understand each other. Both of you are now in a confined space, and in trying to understand each other, you try to now start having some friction and all that. So she was sharing her own experience with me, how the first few years of our marriage was actually the same, where she was trying to understand the man. Yes, she's actually a couple of years into her marriage right now. She doesn't have all those challenges anymore. She was just sharing the experience with me of how it was tough trying to understand a man. Most times ladies are always the neat, organized type, right? But the men are usually not the very neat and organized type. So I thought about a topic from there, why it's almost like this, that how come, because a lot of people usually have this challenge where, just like I said, I've done a video about talking about how refined and how God created the woman, like the updated version of the man. So women are more refined, they are more classy and all that, right? So now they get to now marry men who are not like that, and you're trying to now help, or you're trying to do a couple of things to help, and they are not even listening to you, like they're not even understanding what you're saying, right? So I thought of this topic, how do we groom our male children, or how do we groom our children? Because I now realize that most times we train our female children, we don't train our male children at all. I think that's where this challenge comes from, because this same family now that they both have the male and the female children, the female children turn out being neat, they are doing well in their marriages, but the male children are not doing so well. Not like they are not doing so well, but they are not the organized, the neat type, if you understand what I'm saying. Now, in my own situation now, I have male kids, and right now I'm already teaching them a whole lot of things. In fact, as I speak to you now, yes, everybody knows I live in Ghana, but I'm a Nigerian. I'm currently living in Ghana. Work brought us here, right? And I had the liberty of having all kinds of people to live with me in Nigeria, people who can help you do all the things. Everybody's doing the sweeping, somebody's doing the arrangement, somebody's even doing the cooking, right? But here now, I didn't have that liberty. So what did I do, or how did I help myself? Yes. Now, when I came into Ghana newly, I had a girl, or a lady, who she's a Nigerian, but she schooled here in Ghana. So she lived with me for just some months so that she could do her exams, right? Now, I already made up my mind coming to Ghana. Now, no, I'm not going to get a maid. Yes, it was something I made up my mind I wasn't. Or in fact, I even planned, or I have my own life, I have my own plans, that when my kids get to a particular age, I'm going to stop maid. I'm doing that because I believe I shouldn't be training another person's child and spoiling my own. Yeah, you assume, but they are guys. Yeah, they are guys, but that does not mean I shouldn't domesticate them, right? And this is the point of this video. This is why I'm doing this video. Like, most of us make mistakes to train our girl children, but we don't train our male children, because you just feel after all, they're going to get married, their wives are going to do this, or they're going to know. It's the same thing we do to the girls, we do to the boys. Yes, the boys might not be doing so much as the girls, but I believe the boys should also learn how to do house chores. Not because they're going to get married and their wives are going to do it, because they're going to, first of all, before they get to that stage of getting married, they're going to boarding school, they're going to go to university, they're going to live for some years before they get married. And today, that's why you get to see a lot of boys are actually very, very unkept. Like, you see full grown man at the age of 25, 26, 30 years, and their apartments are looking, or even their cars, let me not even start from apartment, their cars are looking so dirty. They're not talk of their apartment or where they are living, looking so unkept. And you're wondering, how can a full-fledged man act like this. I think this thing started from the home, because they grew up, their sisters are there, their sisters are the ones who clean the house, their sisters are the ones who cook, mom is there doing everything. So these children never learned, or these boys never learned to do anything in the home. Yes, this is where the problem starts. So I'm saying this because, please, parents or even young boys, like, try and domesticate your children. Let them learn to do things themselves. As it is with me now, I'm living alone with my kids, and we do everything together. Nobody is they wash the plates, they clean the house, they sweep, they arrange that. We wake up in the morning, you arrange your bed, even to opening of gates. My son does that right now. Like, 2 of them, I told myself I'm not gonna get a maid. I'm not going to get a maid, so that everybody learns to take responsibility for their lives, because the earlier you start, the better for you. Now, tomorrow, these children are going to grow up having sense of responsibility, that they are supposed to know how to do these things. They're not going to be waiting for a maid somewhere, to do it, because sometimes a child is 15 years, 20 years, even your last born is like 11 years, and you are still having maid in the house. To me, you're spoiling your own child, and you're training another person's child, because that maid is going to get married tomorrow, and they are going to call her wife material 1,000 yards or 15,000 yards, but your own son is going to be what? Husband material, what? 1 yard. No. In as much as home child training, or the responsibility of a man is not just providing. Like, yeah, if you understand, he's going to provide, but how organized is this young man? Because this happens to be the complaint a lot of women have. Their husbands are very, very scattered, and sometimes some of them don't even know. Maybe when they now start quarreling with this guy, now the next thing you hear is, your mother did not train you well. And sometimes this thing hurts the men so much. But if you're a mother, you don't want to give your daughter-in-law stress. Please start training your children right now. Like, start training your male children. Most of us train our female children, but we don't train our male children. We just leave them and feel their wives are gonna do it. But don't give them that stress. Like, okay, now their wives are, what about you get married now, and in 3 months time you're already pregnant? Who's gonna be cleaning the house? Nobody's saying the man should be cleaning, but there's a way a house will be organized. The woman is not going to stress herself too much to start arranging a man's shoe this place. Now, you have a shoe rack. Why not just arrange your shoes neatly here, put your clothes neatly here? But because these children are so used to maid doing everything for them, like, as simple as ironing, a lot of men don't even know how to iron their own clothes, because a maid was doing it for them. So that's the point of this video, right? That's the point of this video. So I've mentioned all my points, from teaching your male children, let them know how to do basic house chores, from sweeping to washing, to arranging the bed, to doing at least these things. Let them know how to do it, so they don't stress their wives tomorrow. Also, when people see them out there, so they don't look too dirty. You see them on suits, you think they are so nice, but when you get into their house, or when you now get married to them, you are going to see a totally different person. You'll be like, this guy is totally different from what I saw. It's just him being dressed out there. I see. I don't know him to his house. Then you start seeing them fighting because the man is not neat, and maybe the woman keeps arranging. She arranges things so well, he comes back and scatters it. Tomorrow he's asking for his car key. Where's my shoe? Where's my socks? Where's my this? Because he was not trained to do this thing. So if you're a guy, you know yourself that you are not on the neat side, please try and be organized. Don't stress any woman. And you're a mother right now, please, let's start training our male children to do a lot of these things. Teach them to say sorry, because sometimes even in relationship or in a marriage, you see a lot of guys they don't know how to say sorry. Like, you offend a woman, it's not to just apologize, right? Because of their ego. Like, everybody was doing everything for them. To say sorry to their wife is even an issue. Please, let's train them to say sorry. Let's train them to say sorry. As little as opening door as it is now. Like, I'm not using it to brag, but my first son opens door. Like, we are working together right now. He walks ahead of me to go and open door for me to come outside. Like, he knows etiquette to that level. So let's teach these children. Tomorrow night, if he gets married, it's not going to be difficult for him to do it for his wife, because he does it for me, right? So let's teach them to that level. Like, let them start taking responsibility early for their lives. As it is now, I can go out, I leave my kids in the house. They know what to do, they know when to eat, they know what to do. Just tell them this is their guys or their boys, what they know these things. Like, they don't have any maid or a sister or something living with them right now, but they know how to do this thing. Let's teach them how to arrange things properly, how to fold clothes, how to let them know this is where trousers should be, this is where shirts should be, this is where undies should be, this is how to even fold clothes outside. As it is now, when I wash clothes, I give it to my kids to go and hang them outside, and they're learning it. The younger one is actually the one learning right now, because the older one has learned it. He knows how to go outside to go and fold clothes, to go and hang clothes, right? Then the younger one is also learning, though he has not perfected it well because he just does it anyhow. But right now, two of them are learning how to do it. I won't say because I don't have female children, therefore I'll be the one to do it. Like all of us will do it together. And right now they are all doing it. Like, they know virtually where to keep things in the house. They know where everything is in the house. I don't say because I don't have female children. No, don't spoil. If you want to get a maid, I'm not saying you shouldn't get, but it gets to a particular age when your last born is like maybe 5 or 6 years. You might not even be up to that. Please stop. It's okay at that point. Let them train themselves. Let them take responsibility for the house. Yes, take responsibility for the house with your kids. Let them do it. Don't say they are boys. No, let them do it. Many of us train our female children, we don't train our male children. Please, let's change from that. If you have a male and a female children, train them the same way. The ladies might do, or the girls might do more things than the boys, but make sure everybody is in the house is doing something. You're gonna help that boy tomorrow when he gets married, or it helps them take responsibility early in life. They are not gonna give your daughter-in-law stress tomorrow, because most relationship or most marriages, a lot of ladies always have this challenge of their husbands being scattered, not well arranged, not neat, too dirty, too unkept. And I felt this thing is actually from the way we train them. Like, we leave our male children alone a lot. No, let's not do that anymore, right? So if this video has been helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You have other suggestions, or you have any other thing, or you have your own experience on how you train your male children, please drop them in the comment section. Somebody will be there reading and learning. I also want to learn more things for myself, right? So just drop them in the comment section, and I'll also be reading. If you also have questions to ask, you can also drop in the comment section, and I'll be answering your questions, or I'll be doing videos on them. All right, so bye.